The first time in decades, there is a new federal gun control law that's on the books, and it expands background checks, closes some loopholes, and invests billions of dollars in mental health. To talk about that and so much more, Dr. Sathya from Northwell Health's Gun Violence Prevention Center. And, of course, we want everybody at home to be part of the conversation. We know a lot of you have some strong feelings on this, and we want to hear them. For the next half hour, we will answer your questions and air your comments. So if you have them, you can add them under the live stream of this show. This morning we had some troubling video from Uvalde, and there was some outrage because some of that video came out before the family was really able to see what happened inside Robb Elementary School. I know last night you had dinner with some of those family members who are just going through an unimaginable trauma right now.
Yeah, I was able to meet some of those families actually in Washington 2 nights ago, and it's absolutely horrific what they've been through. I mean, I think we can all relate as parents, uncles, aunts, what it must be like to lose a child at a school, which is supposed to be a safe space. And I will say those parents, those families, it's not about being right or left, Republican or Democrat. It's about being parents and being, wanting their kids to be safe. So they're very, very much hurting right now. And I know they're not feeling like they're getting the support they need from their local politicians.
Okay, so obviously you were talking about, being in Washington, and really they were there, and you were there as well at the White House, really marking a momentous occasion.
Yeah, I think this is a small step forward. This is the first firearm safety legislation in 30 years, and it's bipartisan. The Republican senators that supported this were very supportive of it. And this really points to the fact that when it comes to firearm injury prevention, right, this isn't a them versus us issue. This is really something we all have common ground on. Even Democrats feel that this is not actually a Second Amendment issue. This is about making our community safer. How do you ensure that the wrong people don't get their hands on firearms? And at the end of the day, that starts with stronger background checks, more investments in making our community safer, and so on.
Yeah, I know part of this is that expansion of background checks and also programs to seize guns from troubled individuals and mental health services.
Yes, yeah. So red flag laws as well are a big part of this. We have that already in New York. This will strengthen that across the country. And now it's really up to us to also do the hard work of making those laws and policies accessible to the public, right? To educate everyone that those are options for you if you have a loved one who's struggling and who may be at risk of harm to self or others. There are options to temporarily restrict a weapon, just in that acute period, so that they don't hurt themselves or others. And then you can give that weapon back. Those are the kind of things that we hope schools, parents, and so on will get to know and really make our community safer.